How do you plan for some big event? Maybe you have a wedding to attend or you're going on a family trip. You do a lot of planning because you don't want to get there and be surprised. So maybe you, first of all, set a budget of what you're going to spend. I know a few years ago, we were invited by a friend who lived in Hawaii. And so we were all excited because we knew we'd have a place to stay, but there were still lots of details. The flight, renting a car, the excursions. And so I went online, did all the research. I'm sure you've done that too. And yet when it comes to life, we don't do any of those things. We just go from day to day to day. Well, I've been talking about the importance of a vision board. And so I have been reading several books on just personal development. And one of the big things that comes again and again and again is the importance of having a vision board. It helps you visualize what you're working towards. And so I've been pulling out pictures of, in magazines, printing things. I still have a long ways to go. But most people, most experts recommend that you only have anywhere from 7 to 10. You don't need to have that many, but keep it 7 to 10. We tend to want to do everything, but if it's too busy, if there's too many things, chances are we won't get really any of them done. So one of the things, like I said, is I've been pulling pictures, and so far I have a few. So let me show you what I've got, and hopefully that will get you inspired. All right, so here is mine, and I'm not exactly sure where I got this board, but it's perfect. I know there's going to be some glare, but this will give you an idea. And so right front and center, I found this Bible verse, and really this really speaks to who I am, and everything else centers around that. It says God shows his love for us, that while we were yet still sinners, Christ died for us. That's who I am. I'm a Jesus follower. So everything evolves around that. So through some magazines, I found this one that I thought was just perfect. It says, "The wait is over." And one of the things, my husband and I are wanting to move to South Carolina. And so this was perfect. The wait is over. Here's one, because that's the person that my life partner, my husband, we've been married 46 years. Yeah, 46. And below that one, there is a card that I found. It says, "Hope Restored." And it says, "I want to fight for our marriage." And there's so many people struggling. We have been blessed, and it hasn't been the perfect ride, but because the Lord has been at the center, we've been able to really weather some storms, but enjoy some amazing times together. But we've had the privilege of mentoring young couples and even middle-aged couples. And so that's something we feel called to. There's also a picture of Alaska. My husband's been there, but I haven't, and that's a place we'd like to go. One of the ministries that we partner with is helping women, create businesses based on their gifts, their talents. Many of them are living in poverty. This particular group, they're in Africa, but they're women right here in the States, and not just women, families that are struggling. So we want to partner with some of those ministries. This was a card that someone gave me, and it's the fruit of the Spirit. These are the characters that I want to exemplify in my life: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, it says. We would love to go to Puerto Rico. I found this picture. By the way, if you say, "Well, I don't have a passport," you don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. And by the way, you don't need a passport to go to the Virgin Islands. So that was one I didn't know. And then I had this little sticker. It says, "Pray more, worry less." So these are things. Oh, and then also, here's a picture of a dream home that we are praying and asking the Lord to help us get and to build. And so there's a picture. And then this is one. Again, this was a card. It says, "Learn from yesterday. Dream, dream." about tomorrow and live in the moment. Again, we have to visualize what we want our future to look like. Too often, we just are going day to day, and we're not realizing the importance of really having a picture of what we want. So consider starting to make a collection of things that you want, things that are important. Surround yourself. Right here, I've got this board. I bought it at Hobby Lobby, but then I added the scripture. But again, surround yourself with things that remind you of where you want to go and who you are. So, have you ever considered making a vision board? Maybe today would be the day to get started. As always, this is Coach Maggie with another 5-Minute Monday Mindset. Take care and God bless.